sports stores. By the Emerald Queen Casino, presenting rock legends Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo, August 3rd. Tickets at emeraldqueen.com. And by Safeco Insurance, find a local agent at safeco.com. 2 more. We welcome you back to the ever-burgeoning skyline here in Boston, Massachusetts. Looking at Fenway Park. Get you ready for tonight's game. First of 3 as we take a look at our Lexus pitching matchup. And it's a rematch of what we saw last week. Wade LeBlanc against Stephen Wright.
And for Wade LeBlanc, what an outing he had. Best outing of the year against the Red Sox. He went 7 2/3, just 2 hits, did not give up an earned run. Couple of keys, stayed away from the walks. No walks in that outing, 9 strikeouts. He threw 98 pitches, 40 changeups for LeBlanc, and you'll see his changeup a lot today. He'll use his cutter to the right-hander's end to move him off the plate, set the changeup up, try to keep the ball on the ground.
And Stephen Wright will be his opponent, the knuckleballer, and he's a little bit different from knuckleballers of the past.
Well, he has his knuckleball. He will throw it a lot. He'll throw it right around 90% of the time. Knuckleball at 75 miles an hour. But if he falls behind, he'll use his fastball, 83-mile-an-hour fastball. He also pitched against the Mariners and pitched extremely well. You can see just 5 hits in 7 innings, 1 earned run. He had a couple of walks this year. Walks have been a bit of a problem for him.
Well, we always have a great atmosphere here in Boston for the Red Sox when they tee it up, and out on Lansdowne Street, they are kicking it pretty hard already. Fans getting after it, warming up for some baseball. Mariners and the Red Sox with Mariner fans on hand.
Go Mariners!
Stay tuned. First pitch is coming up from Fenway Park. Opened in 1912, it's one of the gems in all of American sports as we welcome you to the Fenway area where Fenway Park is the home of the Boston Red Sox as the Mariners for weekend number 2 take on these Sox. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew on hand here. And the Mariners looking to break a 4-game losing streak while the Sox come in having lost 2 out of 3 at Minnesota. Here's Dee Gordon, and let's take a look at the rest of the batting order for the Mariners.
Mariners starting lineup brought to you by Jack in the Box. Dee Gordon will lead things off. A 9-game hitting streak for Dee Gordon. With some changes, Haniger and Span will move up in the lineup. Segura again out. He should be back tomorrow, but 2nd and 3rd in your lineup. Kyle Seager hitting 5th, his 13th home run in yesterday's ball game. Stephen Wright again, a knuckleballer. He has really pitched well. 2-1 record, but a 1.23 ERA, 29 strikeouts, a lot of walks, 18 walks in 36 2/3. Opponents hitting just 161 against the knuckleball. And the defense for the Red Sox Andrew Benintendi will move over and play center field. Bradley Jr. out, so Benintendi in center. Brock Holt at second base. Pedroia on the disabled list, and Christian Vasquez will do the catching. 4 right against the Mariners in his career. 4 games, 2-2 record, a 1.31 ERA. Threw the knuckleball well at Safeco Field, going 7 innings against the Mariners. 1 earned run in that outing.
Advantages, disadvantages when you have the exact same pitching matchup 6 days later. 1-0 Mariners last Saturday. It was LeBlanc out pitching right.
I think that most of the time you would think there's an advantage to the hitters, except for somebody like Stephen Wright, because he is throwing a knuckleball. Conditions a little bit different. He's not sure where it's going to go once it goes out of his hand, so the hitters certainly aren't. So that's the only thing that's going to be a little bit different.
Well, that was one heck of a game. A 1-0 victory for the Mariners last Saturday. LeBlanc went the longest or deepest into a game he's done since 2011. He went 7 2/3, a 2-hit ball. Mariners got the only run, 3rd inning, a 2-out RBI single through the hole left side by Nelson Cruz on a 3-2 pitch, and it scored Gordon. Only run of the game. So here we go. Gordon ready to start it off, as Mike mentioned. Swinging a good bat, 15 for his last 39, a 9-game hitting streak.
He is hitting .350 as a leadoff hitter this year.
Knocked in 2 runs in the Wednesday game at Yankee Stadium. Here's the first pitch of the ball game as we get this thing started. Line drive, center field, Benintendi planted on a hop. Good start, base hit, D. Gordon. The hitting streak continues up to 10 games now.
On the first pitch, right back up the middle. I think you'll see that quite a bit. They see the knuckleball up in the strike zone. They're going to take a swing at it. Solid line drive.
Longest hitting streak, 12 games this season. D, of course, leading the American League in base stealing with 19. Here's Mitch Haniger. Looking to break in 0 for 7. Just 1 for 13 here on the road trip. Mitch wowed everybody with that fabulous catch he made on Giancarlo Stanton, taking a home run away. That was yesterday in the first inning. Impressive.
Haniger was playing center field, back in right field today, but fine catch. Leads the American League in outfield assists.
He's got 8 of them, and they've been some beauties. Fouled off by Mitch Haniger. It's bright and sunny earlier today. Clouds have moved in. Still very pleasant. 72 degrees here in Boston. Bad news is a lot of rain coming the next couple of days. As you know, this is the Mariners' last East Coast trip. Go to Baltimore for 4, then they don't cross the Mississippi again until next season. Of course, in the playoffs, we hope they do it in the playoffs in October. Ball and 2 strikes.
Mike Estabrook, the home plate umpire. It'll be interesting to watch the strike zone with the knuckleballer on the mound. Difficult to call at times, if you can imagine trying to catch it or hit it.
Swing and a miss. Haniger's going along with Mike Estabrook. You got Alfonso Marquez, the umpire at first, Bruce Streckman at second, and Chad Fairchild at third.
And set up right in the middle of the plate. Ball runs in on him a little bit. You see the grip of the knuckleball. Primera Supermo, and swings right through it. Right, he's moving around pretty good.
One of the things after last week's game, look at Denard Span batting at a 3-hole today. Talked about Stephen Wright's his ability to control the run game. The quick to the plate didn't give D an opportunity to see an open window to take off.
Quick move to first also. It's something that you have to have if you're going to throw the knuckleball. Have to give the catcher a chance.
Denard Span 1 for 10 on the homestand, 0 for his last 5. Been a lot of 0 fors up and down in New York. Devers the only defender left side, and the ball was dropped. Like the ball might have beaten him there.
Maybe hurt his wrist.
I already have Segura out with an infection on his forearm.
Quick move. You can see the quick feet. Ball actually hit him in the chin.
So Denard Span trying to make something happen against Stephen Wright, 33-year-old from Torrance, California, back again.
One advantage you will have if you try to steal is it's difficult for the catcher to catch the ball cleanly. It's a bigger glove that he's using. Ball's moving around. He has to wait for the ball to get to him.
I think it's dancing for the hitter. It's dancing for the catcher,
yep.
too. Through the hole, that'll work. Base hit. D. Gordon will shut it down right there. Play right in front of him. J.D. Martinez in left field for the 24th time this season. Little action here for the Mariners with one out, runners at first and second.
You have the shift on. Left side of the infield is open. He takes advantage of it. Difficult to try to go first to third in left field, but especially in this ballpark. Of course, you have the green monster, and it is really close. It'll take the outfielder much time to get to the ball.
Nelson Cruz steps in, and he brought a lot of oohs and ahs during BP with that target out there, the green monster. And he's going to target it right here. Going for the light stanchion. Get out. Boom. Stick, baby. Nelson Cruz wasting little time. It's 3-0 Mariners here in the first. Nelly with his 19th home run. Those are just some of the oohs and ahs we heard during BP. And he gets after it immediately. 44 RBIs on the season.
9 home runs in the month. See the location of the knuckleball. Primera Supermo, belt high right in the middle of the plate. Was spinning just enough to keep it from dancing. And Nelson crushed it.
Thing of beauty. There's Kyle Seager. 13 home runs for him. Look at this thing. This thing traveled. And stopped nicely by Stephen Wright. 2 away.
I didn't see the game at Safeco, but people were telling me against Wright, Nelson was really turning it loose with every swing that he was taking, which I think is a good way to approach it. And I felt that he was going to hit a ball over the monster.
Got his back nice and loose for today. 2 outs, 3 runs in on the Cruz homer, brings up Ryan Healy. Healy drives one. Left field, deep, over the monster seats. Home run, Ryan Healy, 4-0 Mariners. Ryan Healy's 14th home run. First home run on the road trip extends his hitting streak to 3 games, and he's not wasting any time either. If it's up, hit it.
For Stephen Wright, he has not had an outing this year where he's given up more than 2 earned runs, and already 4 here in the first. Another look at the knuckleball and spinning. That's bad news if you're Stephen Wright. Just stays right in the middle of the plate.
Mike Zunino, the hitter. Just a matter of who was going to come away with a souvenir. Up and into Mike. That's got to be a great feeling. Healy had previously been 0 for 3 against Wright. Chopper, Devers, gloves, And just got Mike Zunino. Big inning. Great start for the Mariners. A 3-run jack by Cruz. A solo blast by Healy. It's 4-0. Mariners with the Red Sox coming to bat. Home run. Extend the Mariner lead to 4-0 after Nelson Cruz hit a 3-run shot. Let's take a look at this red-hot Boston batting order that will face Wade LeBlanc.
Everything starts with Mookie Betts leading things off. 344 batting average, 19 home runs for the leadoff hitter. Hitting third, JD Martinez. He leads the American League with 55 RBIs. And rounding out the 9 and the DH, Blake Swihart. Well, Wade LeBlanc, what a year he has had for the Mariners. 3-0 record, a 2.63 ERA, 52 strikeouts over 14 walks. Opponents hitting .234 against him. And the defense for the Mariners, Guillermo Heredia did not play yesterday, back in center field today. Andrew Romine at shortstop against Segura out, and Mike Zunino will do the catching.
Mariners handled Betts last week, 2 for 16 in the 4 games. Mookie now the number 2 hitter in the American League behind Jose Altuve and just ahead of Gene Segura. Segura out tonight. Hopefully he'll be back tomorrow as Mookie gets into the act real quick. Red Sox coming off losing 2 out of 3. Mookie in the tape room saw a couple of things, corrected some mechanics that had bothered him last week. Meanwhile, Wade LeBlanc, but it's 2.06 ERA as a starter this year, 3-0, and the Mariners are 7-2 in games he started.
And again, his last outing against the Red Sox, 7 2/3, 98 pitches, over 40 changeups in that outing.
Here's Andrew Benintendi, 292, 13 homers, and 49 runs batted in. And he gets after the first pitch. This one going into the triangle. That's going to work for a base hit. A quick counterattack here by the Red Sox. You look at the American League leaderboard, you've got the firm of Betts, Benintendi, and Martinez all over the chart.
And maybe one of the adjustments that they were going to make against Wade was being aggressive early. A couple of quick base hits.
2 pitches, 2 men on. 3 of the 4 hits by the Mariners came on the first pitch. Top half of the inning. There's JD Martinez. 2 for 6 with a home run against Wade LeBlanc. Tied with Mike Trout second in home runs and still leads the league in RBIs at 55. First pitch swinging, line drive, going to ring off the fence. Scoring is Betts. Benintendi to third, into second with an RBI double. It's JD Martinez, and we have got a Donnybrook working already in the first inning. RBI for Martinez, his 56th.
And Wade will have to figure something out. 3 base hits, including this double. And LeBlanc has thrown a total of 4 pitches. Again, right on the first pitch.
See what the adjustments are. Another power guy here in Mitch Moreland. 288 with 10 home runs. Mariners and Red Sox splitting 4 games. Very entertaining games last weekend in Seattle. Fans showed up, drew 165,000 plus for those 4 games.
The infield is back for the Mariners. Kyle Seager even with the bag at third.
Mitch Moreland, familiar with him, many years with the Texas Rangers. Way inside. 2-1. Since 2013, Mariners are 6-9 here in Boston. Lost 5 of the last 7. A stroke. Gordon can't get it. Base hit. That's going to plate Benintendi. Martinez will hold at third. RBI Mitch Moreland, his 36th.
So 4 straight hits to start this ball game. Primera Supermo looks like a cutter trying to run it away from him. A solid line drive into right. D. Gordon trying to keep it on the infield but out of his reach.
There's Xander Bogaerts, the next hitter to face Wade. Bogaerts with a 2-run homer last Sunday. He also had a 3-run homer in the game on Friday last week. And also homered against Felix on Thursday. So he was tough to deal with last week. Change.
Better change up down out of the strike zone.
Well, we say it every year. Strange things can and will happen in this ballpark.
The game is never over here.
And again, the familiarity both of these teams with the opposing pitchers in this rematch. Cruz, first pitch swinging, hits a 3-run homer after D. Gordon hit the first pitch of the ball game for a single. And then Healy hit the first pitch he saw. So 3 of the 4 hits on first pitches, and then they come back and repeat the same. Infield at double play depth up the middle. Pitch. Taken for ball 2, 2-2. Red Sox come in 2 games behind the Yankees, first in the first place Yankees in the American League East. Farthest they've been behind this season. Red Sox have led for most of this campaign. Big strikeout, needed that to get Bogaerts. First out.
Everything was down in the at-bat until the last pitch, which is an elevated fastball. Cut to it.
One out, runners at the corners. Here's Brock Holt playing at second base with Dustin Pedroia on the DL. Very bulky knee for Pedroia. It's been bothering him most of this season. Seager in on the grass at third. Ball one to Holt. Good to see Nick Vincent back in the fold for the Mariners, coming off the groin injuries out in the bullpen. Ryan Cook sent back to Tacoma. Both Jerry Dipoto and Scott Service fully expect to be back with this ball club later on during the season. Down the line, could be a lot of trouble. It is fair ball. Scoring is Martinez. Moreland to third, diving head first with an RBI double is Brock Holt. Holt with his 11th double, 17th RBI makes it a 4-3 ball game.
Well, he's going to jam him in on his hand, set up inside. Pretty good fastball on the corner. Right off the label, down the line, able to keep it fair. Holt with good speed turns it into a double. Already 5 hits for the Red Sox.
Stoudemire Jr. out for a couple of words. Yankees playing at Tampa Bay. No score, bottom of the first. Team we'll see next, the Baltimore Orioles. Just a few minutes away from starting. They're down in Atlanta. In the division, Oakland is at the White Sox. Scott Service really open for Segura to be back tomorrow. Mike Trout and the Angels play host to Toronto. About Trout playing his 1,000th game last night.
Amazing, isn't it?
And MLB, the boys did a great job over there. MLB Network, comparing him with Mays, Mantle, Griffey, Aaron, Frank Robinson. He's at or ahead of those guys at the same amount
Ted
of
Williams
games.
also, I
Ted
believe.
Williams. Yep. Rafael Devers, 12 home runs, 37 runs batted in. Elite company for Mike Trout, an elite player. Broken bat ground ball. Got to tie the score. D. Gordon will get the out. RBI ground out for Devers. Scoring on the play Moreland. Moving to third, Brock Holt. Two outs. And in a couple of blinks, that 4-0 lead went away.
Can happen a number of times throughout the ball game in this ballpark. Good offensive glove. Boston is second in hitting. The Mariners are third in hitting in the American League.
Christian Vasquez, the catcher. Stopped by Zunino. Vasquez last Sunday 1 for 4 with a double to left in the 8th inning in the 9-3 Boston win. 2 hits in the first game, going 2 for 4. It was on Thursday. Blanc behind in the count. 2-0 pitch. 2-1.
Cutter in on his hands. 20 pitches, 12 strikes.
Houston playing Kansas City. That'll be coming up in the next 40 minutes or so. Duffy against Keuchel. How about Keuchel's record? 4-8 with a 4.15. Wade in trouble now. 3-1. Vasquez batting out of the 8-hole. Blake Swihart on deck. That's some trouble heading into the triangle, way out there, and Heredia can't get it. Bounces into the stands for an automatic double. And the Red Sox taking a 5-4 lead. RBI for Vasquez. That'll be his 11th. My goodness.
Third double in the inning. I mentioned that Heredia back in the lineup, and the reason why is it's 420 feet out to the corner in center field where Vasquez hits the ball. Bounces on the warning track just short of it.
That rattles around. Vasquez might have been looking at a triple or maybe even more. Here's Swihart.
Number 9 hitter.
Mariners open up the game with a boom, and then the Red Sox come right back with a double blast of their own. Here's the 0-2. Span has room. 5 runs on 6 hits, no errors, and a man left. We got a slugfest underway. 5-4 Boston. And 20 years after one of the greatest theme nights in baseball history, the Mariners are going to be turning ahead the clock to the future once again. So make sure you join us on June 30th when the first 20,000 fans receive a futuristic Mariners cap, courtesy of Alaska Airlines. Great seats remain at mariners.com. Have you caught your breath, Mr. Blowers?
If you like hitting, we saw a lot of it in the first. Mariners with a couple of home runs, 3 doubles for the Red Sox.
Already at first pitch, little comebacker. 1 away.
Both clubs being aggressive.
First pitch, man. If it's their hit, go to hacking. With a big crowd here at Fenway. Opened in 1912. Same year the Titanic went down. Boston 4th. Average attendance, total attendance in the American League. Mariners are 7th. There's Andrew Romine. I got a kick out of talking to him about the way he greeted his brother.
I was sitting up here and I could see down in the dugout.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he said, "No, don't do it." He says, "No, I got to do it." Boom. Then he said when his brother came up, the bases loaded, and 2 outs. He said, "I dearly wanted one in the hole, backhand it, throw him out, and just hold my hands up and go, yeah." It was funny. First time he and his brother Austin, the Yankee catcher, started in the same game together.
I bet they were pretty competitive growing up.
Seems like it. Romine at shortstop with Segura nursing infection on his forearm. Will be followed by D. Gordon as we get to the top of the order. Stephen Wright giving up a base hit past the diving Devers. 5th hit for the Mariners.
Mariners hitting the ball the other way a couple of times. Span with a base hit going the other way. D. Gordon extended his hitting streak to 10 games. Base hit his first time up, scored a run.
Off the glove of the catchers, Vasquez. Moving to second is Romine. Case of the dancing knuckleball.
Have to be alert on the bases.
Fastball. Tying run at second. 1-0 to D. I've been doing this for a while because I can remember the first few times before I had this job, but I was with another network doing baseball games here. You forget how vertical you are in this booth. I mean, we are straight up.
We're straight up, looking straight down at home plate. When the ball is in the air, it's tough to tell how hard it was hit, where it's going to land. You have to watch the outfielders right away. Definitely different than all the new stadiums that we go into now.
That's for sure. And I was down in the dugout and I made my way up. Didn't want to do any steps because of the foot. There's a 2-1 pitch. Great Joe Castiglione, radio voice of the Red Sox, who should be in the Hall of Fame, but that's a whole nother story. But anyway, I said, take me up through the stands. And we go up near the Boston Red Sox dugout, and I said, my God, this really is built for 1912 Americans. I mean, the aisles and the seats are so small, it's unbelievable.
Yep.
Goodness, we were smaller people back 106 years ago. D. Gordon works so hard.
They still pack this place, though.
Sure do. And they hold it in great reverence.
I was walking over to the ballpark today. There was a family that was walking in front of me. Dad, mom, a couple of boys. And as you walk around the corner and you get the first sight of Fenway, they were all so excited. I guarantee you it was the first time they were ever in this ballpark.
Without a doubt, right?
Yeah, but they just lit up.
That's cool.
Yeah.
There's Mitch Haniger for the second time, struck out on a 1-2 pitch. But as you say that, I remember, going to Connie Mack Stadium as a kid. I'm like, seriously?
Yeah.
This is really something. Beautiful ballpark.
And it was a beautiful day here today.
Yes.
To walk around. Perfect.
Through the hole, that'll be a base hit. Romine getting a wave on from Brocious. Here's the throw from left field. It's a pretty good throw. He's in there! He beat the throw of J.D. Martinez. And the Mariners have tied it up 5-5 on an RBI by Mitch Haniger. Haniger now with 55 runs batted in, staying on the tail of J.D. Martinez, the leader.
Look at the slide. Out in front of home plate.
He's in.
We're going to take a look at it, see if his foot is in the air as he crosses home plate.
Mike Estabrook, the home plate umpire.
I think he's okay.
That's really, how many kids did those folks have?
2.
2?
Yep.
Oh, that's right. Oman got a good jump. Cut the bag very nicely. We'll take a look at it.
Mike Estabrook, the home plate umpire, was in really good position.
So Marquez, crew chief.
Clearly beats it. It's just a matter of his foot was over the top of home plate, and it appears that it was. I don't see any daylight. I think he kept his foot on the ground as he crossed the plate. That is not easy to do either.
To keep the foot down.
For Andrew, yeah, to keep all that momentum, you hit the ground. Typically, your foot will pop up in the air.
Safe. There you go. RBI for Mitch Haniger.
Yeah, really good slide for him to keep his foot on the ground, crossing the plate.
We've seen that a bunch of times. Where guys had that foot up and it beaten the throw, but the tag is applied and he's not contacting the plate. So Gordon stops at second. Scoring is Romine. Minute 26 seconds on that review. Play upheld. And that brings up Denard Span, single to left. Runners at first and second, one out for the Mariners. You may want to call your friends here. We look like we're looking at double figures run scoring in this game for sure, for possibly for both teams.
Maybe through 5.
Right.
Both sides just super aggressive. It's close. They want to swing the bat.
And that's what a difference a week makes, having seen this. These two pitchers. Holt goes for the middle runner. Safe at first, Span. Safe at third, Gordon. Haniger erased 4-6. We're out number 2. Fielder's choice for Span. And brings up Mr. Cruz with a couple of men aboard.
He's the one that started it. A 3-run home run in the first inning. If you missed it,
you might have heard it.
465 feet.
First pitch. As the old guys when I was coming up in a newspaper business, taking no prisoners, comma. Nelson Cruz. Thought about it. Couldn't check the swing.
He's asking if it was the swing or if it was on the plate.
Two outs, runners at the corners. That's going through. You know, that's not a mound visit. Keep that in mind. Do some defensives.
Right, setting up
sides.
the defense.
Yep. Big hole right side of the infield. Just tuning in, take a gander at this. And if you act now, you can get that Nelson Cruz sound card. Span, who almost got caught. Seriously, can you imagine the home runs, the audio of his home runs?
Oh. Field mic picking that up.
Talk about bringing you close to the action.
465 feet, but out of the ballpark. Clear the stands out there. Who knows where it would go?
Now he's got a 1-1 count. Span takes off. This one hit hard. It's going to get down, get past Mookie. Scoring is Gordon. Span will hold at third. RBI single Nelson Cruz, 6-5 Seattle. 4 ribbies, 2 at bats for Cruz.
Just a screaming line drive into right center field. D. Gordon scoring his second run of the ball game.
Span to third, Cruz at first. Full attack mode, both of these teams. Chris Prieto, first base coach with Nelson Cruz. Kyle Seager, the hitter. Seager with a comebacker. 2 right in his first at bat.
Has really been swinging the bat well lately. A home run yesterday. 2-run home run in the second inning.
That is just foul.
Ended up 2 for 4.
I was asking him about the Yankee closers. He said the Tances felt like he was like right in his chest when he followed a throw.
I bet.
6'8" coming out. He said his stuff was ridiculous. Left-hander Brian Johnson heating up. Put it in play right to Bogarts, who touches up. A good inning for the Mariners. RBIs by Haniger and Cruz. Mariners back in front 6-5. In Boston, a 6-5 Seattle lead as we take a look at our IBEW Nika investing in our future. Check out these numbers by Chuck Taylor. 9-game hitting streak, 412, 6 runs, 3 doubles, a homer, 12 runs batted in. You bet. Named Texas League Player of the Week.
Congratulations. Great week.
Wow, that's super impressive.
Second time through the lineup for the Red Sox. They sent 9 hitters to the plate in the first.
That's an 0-1 pitch single to center. A lot of aggressiveness against LeBlanc swinging early in the count.
That's why now we're seeing the breaking ball and his changeup early.
Two and one. Top of the order, Betts, Benintendi, and Martinez. 3 guys who told you about before, all over the leaderboard in the American League. Three and one. D. Gordon up the middle on the grass for Mookie Betts. He'll take his base. First walk by LeBlanc. Big difference from his last start, his best start maybe of his career. 7 2/3, 2 hits, no runs, 9 Ks, no walks, and then tonight, well, flip the card, huh? Gave up 5 runs on 6 hits in that first inning. Benintendi, bloop single left field.
From my time being in this ballpark as a player, and you and I going up to this ballpark over the years, the one thing that you want to stay away from are the walks and the errors. That's to make them earn everything they get.
Left field backing up Span. He's in good shape. One away. Bring up the RBI leader in the American League, JD Martinez. Span, Heredia, and Haniger. Mariners outfield with Seager, Romine, Gordon, and Healy in the infield. Zanino doing the catching. The 24th time JD Martinez in left field. He's made 7 starts and right. The other times, rest of the time he's been the DH. Signed in February, coming off big numbers in Arizona last year. High fly ball left field. Span gonna watch it play off of the wall. Big ricochet. Mookie Betts gets a huge stop sign from Carlos Febres. A double by Martinez, his second. Drove in a run in the first inning with the double. He's got 2 doubles tonight, gives him 18 on the season.
And good work by Span in left field. Heredia was racing over. They were both on the warning track close to the wall, and you want to play this. One of the outfielders has to give some ground back towards the infield if it hits the wall. And that's what Span ended up doing. That's the reason why he was able to get the ball back in quickly.
A walk, fly out, a double, runners at second and third. Mitch Moreland. Gordon out in short right field. Romine playing up the middle. Ball 1.
Missing with the curveball.
Fouled off. You did all your damage against Tim Wakefield, a knuckleballer here for Boston. Was that here, or did you do that back home?
I hit a home run here off of him, and I hit a couple of home runs at the Kingdom.
1-1 to Moreland. RBI single to right first time. Ed LeBlanc from Lake Charles, Louisiana. 33 years old. Big pitch right here. 2-1. Romine is right there. Runners hold. There's 2 outs.
Able to get on his hands. Soft line drive.
And that'll bring up Xander Bogaerts. He struck out on a 2-2 pitch. First out in the first inning.
It was on an elevated fastball, everything down. So he was able to get to 2 strikes. Fastball above the belt.
Takes ball 1. One of the many great shortstops in the American League, Xander Bogaerts. Nice to see Andrelton Simmons come back off the DL the last couple of days. The Angels. Gene Segura right there in the mix. Sensational year for Gene. Hopefully he'll be back tomorrow. 3rd leading hitter in the American League. Leads the league in multi-hit games, 2nd in hits. Fantastic. Wade on the board with a strike. Starts out of the island nation of Aruba. 2-1. Line drive, span right there. Wow. A full tumble. Oh, man. Line drive takes him off his feet. Couple of runners stranded. Mariners lead at 6-5. Guys, immediate impact first inning in this ball game.
Knuckleball out over the plate, 465 feet, 19th home run of the year for Cruz. Basically the same pitch, same result. Ryan Healy, who has been hot, home run for him. Ryan's 14th home run on the year.
Here's Ryan to lead things off in the third, followed by Zunino and Heredia. Strike one. Mariners 4 runs in the first, 2 in the second. Banged out 7 hits. Way up front.
Took a lot off the knuckleball, 67 miles an hour. Normal knuckleball is at 75.
Three pitches. Healy's gone. Second strikeout for Stephen Wright. Bring up Mike Zunino. He grounded out the third in his first at-bat. Fireworks show this big? Well, it couldn't wait until the 4th. So join us on Tuesday, July 3rd. We're going to celebrate Independence Day. The special patriotic fireworks night presented by T-Mobile. For tickets, visit Mariners.com. Mariners baseball, true to the red, white, and blue.
Mike grounded out his first time up, ground ball to third.
Hanging up for Martinez. No, make that Benintendi. 2 outs. Quick 2 outs brings up Guillermo Heredia. Comebacker to the pitcher Stephen Wright. You could see how if you could get a running game, you could absolutely make it a nightmare for a catcher. That thing is just darting all over. Popped up, has a play, makes the play inning over. And Vasquez on the catch. Stephen Wright, efficient, top of the third. Mariners lead by 1. Dave Sims and Mike Blowers. Wow, a lot of runs, a lot of hits early on.
Maybe things are settling down now. That first inning, Mariners hit a couple of home runs about as hard as you could possibly hit it, and then the Red Sox come right back and string together a bunch of hits. But it looks like the pitching may be starting to settle down a little bit.
And the game plan, both teams, let's do it
very
early.
Aggressive, yes.
Brock Holt, RBI double first inning. 5 runs on 6 hits for Boston. And got him a chase. Zunino throws down to Healy. Second strikeout for Wade LeBlanc.
The breaking ball out of the strike zone, getting him to chase it.
Would love to know what he and Wright were thinking after that first inning. They're like their neck is going left, right, left, right.
We've seen that a few times this year. It's always when the hitters are aggressive, it seems. They probably were somewhat in the last outing between the two, and that's the reason why the game was about 2 hours long.
Yeah.
Because instead of squaring the ball up, it was a lot of easy outs.
Like this one. Here comes Span. No catch and tumble this time. 2 outs. Kyle Seager, after he made the catch, after Span made the catch and tumbled in the second inning, Kyle Seager among the first waiting for him in the dugout. And knowing Kyle, he wore him out for about 30 seconds.
I'm sure they had a good time. Span was laughing about it when he was coming off the
field.
Had to. Yeah.
LeBlanc and Wright last Saturday, 2 hours and 22 minutes. Talk about turning back the clock.
No kidding.
Strike one, Christian Vasquez, RBI double into the triangle out near the 420 mark. Got it on a 3-1 pitch. I remember after Wade had a couple of those good outings where he didn't get any run support, and I saw him as we were both walking out to the cars, and he says, hey, there's going to be one game. I give up 10 runs, but we're going to win. He's got the lead right now.
That's a great way to look at it.
Yeah, because
they say it evens out. I'm not sure that's true.
You can debate that.
Yeah, but that's a great way to look at it.
And he took it. I think I was more bummed out that he was getting these no decisions and pitching really well and getting no run support. That's a lot of trouble if it's fair. It is. Vasquez. Here's the throw to second. Got a chance. Got him. Great throw, great tag. Denard Span, the 11-year veteran, not messing around in left field. Digs it out and throws a strike to D. Gordon, who's got the quick hands and puts down the tag. Inning over. Knows what he's doing, and he was hustling all the way on this one as Vasquez. Catcher might have got it just a little bit greedy.
You can't play it any better. And Denard Span, the veteran. Primera Supermo and the tag by D. Gordon. Just in time. Good play.
9-1-2 coming up for the Mariners. Here's Andrew Romine. Base hit to left.
Yeah, hit the ball hard. A line drive into left field.
Third inning, Stephen Wright used 7 pitches to get his 3 outs, and Wade LeBlanc came right back. He went 8 pitches for 3 outs and helped by the throw by Span. And looks like Romine, yes indeed, he's 2 for 2.
Maybe getting a chance to play a couple of days in a row is helping him out. His swing together. Had a base hit yesterday, was 1 for 4.
Top of the order, D. Gordon, 3rd time. Single to center, run scored. Walk and a run scored. Had a good night. Looking forward to seeing his brother some point in the future. His brother Nick, really good young shortstop with the Twins. JD Martinez outruns it, throws back. Big Fox has the game tomorrow. I'll catch you on the radio tomorrow with Rick Riz. And we're back on the, that's tomorrow's game, Mike Leake against Rodriguez, who was really good when we saw him last week. And then Sunday back en route, Marco Gonzalez against Chris Sale. Missed Sale by about a day or 2 last week.
A couple of left-handers going at it on Sunday.
Mitch Haniger, RBI single to left and a strikeout. JD Martinez with an RBI, he's got 56. Haniger with an RBI, he's got 55. One. Get those all-star votes in for Mitch Haniger and Gene Segura, everybody.
They are deserving.
Romine bluffs a takeoff. Ball 2 to Haniger. Sox a double play depth up the middle, throw over to first. One pitch. Gets off the glove. Vasquez. To second goes Romine.
Be the second pass ball.
Romine has been a beneficiary both times.
That is a good knuckleball.
Oh.
No spin and a lot of movement.
3-1 pitch. Haniger's aboard. First and second, 1 out. That's the second walk issued by Stephen Wright. Time now for a Geico This Date in History. Take it back to '94. Ken Griffey Jr. breaks Babe Ruth's 1928 and 1930 big league records for home runs through the month of June with 31. California into the month with 32. That is crazy. Here's Span. Single run scored and reached on a fielder's choice. Slicing drive, left center field, long run, bend in, 10-day, can't get it. Romine was halfway to third, he's going to score. Haniger gets the stop sign. RBI double. Denard Span, another run on the board for the Mariners. It's 7-5 Seattle.
And hopefully he's okay. Everybody's running out to left field. He awkwardly slammed into the wall. He was reaching out, just out of his reach, and I think his forward momentum just tumbled him into the wall. Trying to make the play out of his reach. At the end of his glove. He knows the walls are trying to slow down, but he slams it. I was worried about his head right there, but he's on his feet now.
Scary.
As if he was able to brace himself just enough before he hit the wall with his hands up.
Yes, there's a saver.
An RBI double for Span.
2 hits tonight for Denard, gives him RBI number 35 and his 11th double. They cannot afford to lose him. Top 10 in RBIs and multi-hit games, second in triples. Top 10 in slugging and on-base percentage, having a great year.
I'll tell you this, out in front of the stadium, they were selling a lot of his jerseys.
Unbelievable. Alex Cora, first-year manager.
Good to see him stay in the ball game.
Yep. Alex coming over from Houston. He was the bench coach down there the last few years. Was presented with his World Series ring. Recent visit to Houston.
Taking inventory.
Boy.
I'm not sure that anybody's hit the ball harder than Nelson Cruz tonight. A home run, ball in the right center gap.
For a power hitter like him and as good a hitter as he is average-wise, this is almost stealing. If Wright, particularly if Wright is having a bad night and that thing's not knuckling right.
And that's what was happening in the first. You could see the tumble on his knuckleball. The last few, there hasn't been any spin at all. You don't see the ball rotating. In the first, that wasn't the case, and the Mariners jumped all over it.
Nelly with 4 RBIs tonight, 2 for 2. On a night where 7 might not be enough. You like it. The Mariners are not being shy at the plate. Got a couple of runners on here with 1 out. Yeah, he's got all kinds of intentions of going airborne as far as he can. Interstate 93 is a little bit beyond that left field wall.
If he sees the knuckleball up in the zone, he is going to swing as hard as he possibly can. And so far tonight, it's paid off for him.
It's fun to watch. The home run he hit was his 9th career home run here at Fenway Park. He hit that
Watch
hard.
out.
Somebody look out. Good grief.
Looks like everybody's okay.
Well, if he caught that with his bare hand.
He's feeling it. The young man behind him is happy, though. He ended up with the baseball.
That sensational return next week. There's another one. Look at this. A big boomstick, baby, for Nelson Cruz. His 2nd home run tonight. A 3-run job. And there's the double figures we were looking for. It's 10-5 Seattle. What's that phrase you like to use? Turn it loose.
7 RBIs, and we're in the 4th inning.
That might have reached I-93.
Oh, I think it did. There's the knuckleball. Up in the zone, starting to run away from him, and it catches the barrel.
So, oh. That's beautiful. That is just beautiful. Just watch it fly.
Clears everything.
I got my geography a little bit. I-93's to our right. I-90's out there, and I'll take you right back to Seattle, and that's where that ball may be headed. Mike,
You and
you had 8 RBIs in a game one time. You and AD, and who's the other guy? And Mike Cameron.
Yeah.
Nellie's sitting on 7. And Mike, it's only the 4th inning.
My 8 RBIs, I believe, was against Boston. So,
man, this has been fun.
Yeah, he's going to probably walk to home plate 3 more times.
Yes.
So good chance for him.
Wow.
It was great. It was great during the commercial. Nelson and Edgar were talking, and I don't think Edgar's laughed that hard. I can't even remember the last time. They were having a good time, though. Why not?
Kyle Seager looking for his first hit tonight. Seager, Zanino, and Heredia looking for them to check in with a base hit tonight. Two and one. Been a while since I saw somebody's line. 3 1/3, 10 hits, 10 runs, all earned.
Remember, he came into the game with a 1.23 ERA.
Yes,
he had really been pitching well.
Yes, he did, with a 161 batting average against.
And the Mariners did a lot of damage to that.
2 and 2. Kyle stays alive here. Out. 2 away. Here at the Mariners' 4th. This is what happened to Stephen Wright today.
Tough night. 3 1/3, 10 hits, 10 runs. All of them earned a couple of walks, 2 strikeouts. He threw 59 pitches, gave up 3 home runs. And Brian Johnson will take over. 21 appearances, a 4.86 ERA. Opponent's hitting .281, he's given up 4 home runs. Average fastball at 89. Slider, curve, occasional changeup.
Ryan Healy, home run and a strikeout. Brian Johnson threw a complete game victory against the Mariners last year. 5-hitter, 5-hit shutout. He had just been called up from the minors. Or 1 to count. 2-1. 7 RBI night for Nelson Cruz. The club record is 8. Healy to center field. Plenty of room out there for Benintendi. Another wonderful offensive inning for the Mariners. An RBI double by Span. And Nelson Cruz goes large again. His second 3-run homer tonight. He's got 7 ribbies. We played 3.5. Just enjoy it. Us here at Root Sports, and the Mariners appreciate your support. Talk about support. Wade LeBlanc's got some tonight. He's got a 10 spot on his side of the ledger. He's given up 5 runs. Gave them all up in the first inning.
We were talking about it earlier. He deserves it.
Yes. That indeed he does. Blake Swihart leads off. He's DHing tonight. Flight out to left, his first at bat. 9-1-2 is followed by Betts and Benintendi. Popped up. Romine settles under it. 1 away. Gather your closest gals at Safeco Field on Friday, July 6th for Girls Night Out when the Mariners and Rockies play at 7:10. Just $40. Going to get you a game ticket, stylish tank top, and drink voucher. Tickets only available at mariners.com/girls. Proudly flying her colors. Another big crowd here at Fenway Park. Very pleasant night for baseball. Top of the order, Mookie Betts. Base hit to center, runs scored, and a walk. Seager charging. Nice play, 2 down.
Kyle was playing back. A good jump. Betts could get down the line. Strong throw from Kyle. Throws him out by a foot.
There's Benintendi. Whoop single. Left center field and a fly out to left. Quick 2 outs here for Wade LeBlanc in the 4th. Mariners looking to end a 4-game losing streak. Red Sox come in having lost 2 out of 3 at Minnesota. The Yankees sweeping the Mariners. The Yankees moved into first place up by 2. This one popped up to our left on the roof. One pitch. Nice backhand, Healy. LeBlanc does his job. Another economical inning for Wade LeBlanc. After the rocky first inning, he's held Boston to no runs on 2 hits. .com. Do more. And by CHI Franciscan Health, the Mariners' official partners in health. Get your guide to living Northwest healthy at nwhealthy.org/Mariners. If you're a Mariner fan, call all of your friends because it is just an absolute bonus offensive night. Nelson Cruz has driven in 7, 2 monster 3-run homers. The Mariners have banged out 10 runs on 10 hits as we start the 5th. Bottom third of the order, Mike Zunino, Guillermo Heredia, and Andrew Romine.
Seems in a blink. Nelson now at 20 home runs.
One of the great signings in club history, bringing him aboard. Mike Zunino ran out the 3rd fly to center. Ryan Johnson on a relief. Knuckleballer Stephen Wright didn't have it tonight. 3 1/3, 10 hits, 10 runs, all earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts.
Seems to happen to knuckleballers like that. It's not dancing for them. They're going to be in trouble. Wright had really been pitching well, including his start against the Mariners.
He was outstanding last week.
That all changed.
10 runs. Took his ERA from 1.23 to 3.38. Strikes out, 1 away. Second strikeout for Johnson. Just came into the game. Here's Andy Mentic. Andrew. Think of a handle. Seahawk Charlie. What up, Seahawk Charlie? What up, dude? Here's Heredia. 0-2 to Guillermo. Hit a comebacker and also fouled out to the catcher, Vasquez. So he's trying to get something out of Green in the outfield.
Well, it hit his back foot.
Got a battle here, 0-2. Guillermo to be followed by Andrew Romine, who's had a good night. 2 for 2, 2 runs scored. Ryan Johnson, one of 2 left-handers in the bullpen. Robbie Scott, the other. Miss. Tag applied by Vasquez. 2 down.
A couple of strikeouts in the inning.
Third strikeout for Johnson. 3 of the 4 men he's faced is Cade.
Andrew Romine, a couple of hits tonight. Switch hitter. This time hitting right-handed.
The leader, is it going to be enough? Mookie making a run for it, can't get it. Big night for Andrew Romine, 3 for 3.
This is a great night for him. First time hitting right-handed. Betts was fortunate that it went back into his glove on the bounce. Gets past him, that's probably a triple.
Running in like that, and you're, should I not? Should I go for it? And then you hope.
Sometimes you're in no man's land, you have no choice.
Good foul. T. Gordon's 4th plate appearance, single, run scored, walk, run scored, and a fly to left.
For Romine too, it's you're a utility player and you're sitting on the bench, just putting your work in every day and not getting a chance to play, because typically all of these guys are in the lineup. They want to be in there every day, and so when you get a chance to play, it's nice to get paid off with some hits. So 1 for 4 yesterday and 3 for 3 here today.
Segura hopefully will be back tomorrow in action. Infection on his forearm. Pitch to D, put it in play. This might be interesting. Yeah, base hit. His 2nd this evening.
Just trying to put it in play, and you can see him run down the line. Smart play by Holt, the second baseman. No chance, so he spun around. See if Romine was going to go past second. No play there.
2-hit night for D. Gordon, 3-hit night for Romine. Cruz with 3 hits, 7 RBIs. Here's Mitch Haniger. He's 1 for 2 with a run batted in and a run scored. Three infield hits for D. Gordon, tops in the majors. Gene Segura with 18 is number 2.
I am not surprised to hear that.
Top 2 guys in the lineup, can't beat it. Ryan Johnson on the mound in relief of Stephen Wright. 27 years old, University of Florida. This will be his second back-to-back years with the Red Sox. Missed the 16 season. Was with them for one game in 15.
Johnson throwing a lot of strikes. 28 pitches, 20 strikes for him. He's been mixing it up. Pretty good breaking ball.
People are pitching Mitch in tight, 2-2.
EQC tracer, to your point, Dave. Everything inside.
Excellent speed on the base paths for the Mariners right now, with Romine at second, D. Gordon at first. 2 outs and a 2-2 count to Hennigan. Slow roller, third base, Devers. He's got no play, bases loaded. Second hit for Hennigan.
And as a hitter, you will take them all.
I loved your laugh there.
Well,
right?
what I was thinking about is it's interesting. For the first 4 innings, you can't hit the ball any harder.
Right.
And I'm not sure we're going to be impressed with an exit velocity on any one of the 3 hits in
Thank
this
you.
inning.
Excellent point. Excellent point.
But they all count.
Denard Span had a good night. Single run scored, reaching a fielder's choice, and doubled off the left field scoreboard. Brought in a run, bases loaded here. Fly ball, let's see if it gets out, and it does. Cruz on deck. 2 outs, bases loaded. 10 runs on 13 hits for the Mariners. 5 runs on 8 hits for Boston. Red Sox got all 5 runs in the first inning. Since then, Wade LeBlanc shut out baseball over the last 3 innings, giving up just 2 hits. Easy play for Martinez. Mariners threaten, don't score. 10-5 lead. Nelson Cruz will have to wait until the next inning. From adversity, get swept in New York. Here they are in Boston, another quality team, and they put up a 10 spot. And Wade's doing a heck of a job shutting them down after a rocky first inning.
To your point, Scott Service in New York saying we're going to be just fine. Things will get better, and they have tonight. And you're right with Wade. It's a tough first inning for him. But he has really settled down since then.
Just joining us, both teams, the playbook was get after it immediately.
Yeah.
Both against Wright and against LeBlanc.
Very aggressive to start the game, both offenses.
Good night here for J.D. Martinez. Couple of doubles. Last one was high off the wall in left field. Martinez, Moreland, and Bogarts. Wade had a lot of swing and misses like that last week in Seattle.
Well, he found his changeup.
Two and one. Two balls, two strikes off the end of the bat. Weekend series here. Hopefully the rain will cut us a break. Let us get in these next two games, Saturday and Sunday, and then off to Baltimore for 4. And that will conclude Mariners breathing the air of the East Coast until the playoffs.
And the weather in Baltimore is supposed to be good. No problem there.
It's hit on the button. Line drive, and Haniger fighting the lights wins it. One away. Going to the game, well, it's a quick and easy trip on Sounder Train. Link Light Rail and ST Express buses. Plan your trip at soundtransit.org. Mariners will be coming home a week from tonight. Kansas City for 3, the Angels for 3. That'll be the Angels' final visit. And Colorado for 3. Pitch to Mitch Moreland. RBI single to right and soft pop out to the shortstop Romine.
We're talking about how aggressive Boston was with Wade, and he's done a lot more of that. The slow breaking ball, the curve ball early in the count. Get him off the fastball. Another breaking ball missing with it.
Infield pulled around right side.
For all the offense, his pitch count is in good shape. 64 pitches working here in the 5th.
8 1/3, 8 1/4. Well, it's been good. If he didn't settle down early with this in his ballgame, Mariners out of the chutes. 4 runs on 4 hits, 3-run homer by Cruz and a home run by Healy. Over the head of Romine into center field for base hit. Red Sox come back with 5 runs in the home first. And the Mariners went nuts from there.
I think he's able to jam him. Mike set up on the inside corner. He locates it right on his glove. Perfect pitch for him. And I think it jams him. Soft line drive into center field.
Here's Ender Bogarts. Strikeout. And a nice catch and tumble by Denard Span in the 2nd inning to end that frame. Still intrigued. We were talking about it in New York. Here we are, June 22nd. We've still got time, got a month to play with, but I'm really curious to see what moves, what specifically what pitchers may get moved to some contending teams.
Well, it's going to happen, and I think that you'll probably see a lot of trades being made. At the end of this road trip, the Mariners will be at the halfway point.
Amazing. Yeah, today's game number 76. 1-1 pitch. Good stop by Zunino. Time's called. Red Sox have had their troubles against left-hand starters. They come in 8 and 9 against lefties. Blanc trying to beat him twice in a week. Slow roller goes foul. Carlos Fabulous making somebody's night. Easy baseball there. The Red Sox have accomplished this year. We've got a bad Baltimore team we're going to see. Man, they have punished them 9-1 against the Orioles.
They've really struggled.
Woo. Boston's broken even with Houston at 2-2. Beat the Angels 3 straight. Against the Yankees, they're 3-3. 9-4 against Tampa Bay and 7-2 against Toronto. They've just punished the East. 28-10. Full count here to Bogarts with Brock Holt on deck. One up, man at first. Moreland not a fast runner. And the pitch Bogarts. Right field, long run for Haniger, but he is there in plenty of time. Out number 2. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Great to have you with us. Dave Sims, Mike Blowers, Root Sports Crew. First of 3 here in Boston. Red Sox, second place, 2 games behind the first place Yankees. The Mariners, second place in the West, 3.5 behind first place Houston. There's Brock Holt, RBI double and a strikeout. Line drive down into the right field corner. Haniger over quickly. Moreland will be held at third. A sharp single by Brock Holt, his second hit tonight. Runners at the corners, 2 outs here in the 5th.
Mentioned it at the start of the game. Mitch Haniger in right field leads the American League with 8 outfield assists. And you can see why, just fundamentally doing so many things right. Line drive. Hit well. He's able to cut it off before it gets into the corner, and watch him spin around and throw a strike into second to hold him to a single.
Boy, what a great throw. Leads the American League of 8 assists.
Yeah, perfect.
And a lot of throws like that. The best one, or certainly the most memorable at this moment, when he got Valbuena at second base on a getaway day game back in Seattle, was James Pazos. Stirring. There's Devers, RBI ground out and fly out to left.
Pazos getting loose. Wade now at 75 pitches. The season high was his last outing against the Red Sox at 98.
Got arrested. Edwin Diaz, you're thinking way ahead. He hasn't pitched since the 16th against these guys. That's trouble down the line. That'll pick up at least 1. Here's Moreland scoring. Bernard Span gets it back in quickly. RBI Devers, his second tonight. Scoring on a play, Moreland. Holt to second. 2 out damage here. And they're going to make the call. With 2 outs. A couple of men aboard in a 10-6 ball game. Was hoping to get him that last out. They get him 5 innings. 10-6 Mariners. board here with a couple of runners on for Boston. Here's what Wade LeBlanc did. Not in line to get the win here.
No, unfortunately, just 4 2/3 for him. 11 hits, 6 runs, all of them earned. He's responsible for the 2 base runners, a walk, a couple of strikeouts, 76 pitches, 47 strikes.
Time now for a Beacon Plumbing call to the pen, the power left-hander.
James Pazos will be his 30th appearance, a 1.8 ERA, 25 strikeouts over just 2 walks on the year. Only sitting 258, mid-90s fastball and a slider.
A run in. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. The hitter's Christian Vasquez. He's having a good night, an RBI double and a single. First pitch from Pazos. Ball 1. First time Pazos is facing Vasquez. Ball 2. Inning started with Martinez lining out to right. Base hit Moreland to center. Bogart's fly to right. Hold a single to right. Brought home a run. Devers actually drove in the run. And here we are now with LeBlanc out of the game.
And James needs to get his fastball down.
2-1. On deck hitters Blake Swihart. Hitters don't want to see him until the 6th. Almost came back to Healy. His screen down there. He thought he would have had it if it had not been for the new protective screens. 2-2.
I like the way that D jumped on the tarp, grabbed the ball, put it in his glove, and showed it to the umpire. nice try.
Always a great sense of humor. Protective screen may have cost him area. Clearly, from his reaction, cost him out. 2-2 pitch with 2 on and 2 out. Full count. Swihart on deck. 0 for 2 tonight. Crowd picking it up here. 3-2 pitch. Runners will be on the move. 2 outs. Pazos needs a big pitch right here. Pitch to Vasquez. Fouled off.
The fastball at 95 miles an hour. A late swing.
Tee it up again. Need a big out. 3-2 pitch. Runners go. Fouled off. There you go. Give it to the kid. Well done. Well done. White hat guy. Good job. Crowd picking it up some more here. Rock'em sock'em affair here. 10-6 at Fenway. 2 on. Pitch. Back up right over our heads. Mike was in full gear.
Yep.
In retreat, and I don't blame him.
What a battle. 8 pitches so far. Nothing but the fastball.
Big spot in the ball game here. 4-run lead. A lot more comfortable than what could possibly happen. That's for darn sure. Do it again. 3-2 pitch. Pazzo steals. Runners go. Pitch and swung on and hit to the gap, and Haniger's going to put it away. Red Sox are going to strand 2. Nice job by Pazos. As the Mariners see the Red Sox put one up on the board. It's a 10-6 ball game. Lou Gehrig, Ted Williams, Joe D, Jimmy Fox, and then there's Alex Rodriguez. Look at that. Most games with 7+ ribbies.
A lot of home runs. What a list.
Nelly's sitting on 7 RBIs tonight. He's got 2 3-run homers and an RBI single. He'll lead off here in the 6th. There you go. Alvin Davis, Mike Blowers, Mike Cameron. 15th hitter with 7 or more. Runs batted in. Let's see what gives here. Brian Johnson on a relief. Knuckleballer Stephen Wright. How about this one? Most RBIs as a visitor in a game at Fenway. Reggie and Lou Gehrig. Nelly seeing Johnson for the first time. Keep those arms from getting extended. Cruz, Seager, Healy, 4, 5, and 6 for the Mariners here in the 6th inning. Jose Lopez, last 3-run home run game. Wow, that's almost 8 years ago. My goodness. 2-1. Well aware of the record.
He tried. It's hard to believe with all the home runs he has hit through the years that he's never had a 3 home run game.
I'd have guessed wrong on that.
Yeah.
Full count.
Kyle waiting.
3-2 pitch to Cruz. Hit it hard past the diving Devers. A base hit. He's 4 for 4. 3-run homer, single. 3-run homer and a single.
It's all right to smile about it.
Moreland probably telling him, thanks for keeping it in the yard.
I don't know for sure, but they were probably teammates in Texas.
Oh, they were. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point. Kyle Seager, 0 for 3 tonight. Took the shift on for Kyle. Foul back.
He had a breaking ball out over the plate. Good to see Kyle's mom and dad at the ballpark today.
A good East Coast trip for him.
Yeah, they were in New York and not going to Baltimore though, heading home on Sunday.
It's a shame Corey got hurt because they would have stayed in New York. The Dodgers are playing the Mets. This is playable. Devers. One away here in the Mariners' 6th. Join T-Mobile and show your appreciation for all military and vets by sharing a photo or video using hashtag #HatsOffForHeroes. For each tweet or post, T-Mobile is going to donate $1 to support veterans. Ryan Healy, the hitter. Home run, strikeout, a fly to center. Big innings here for the Mariners. 0-1. Healy with a big hack. 0-2.
He has 1 home run. Got to get another one.
Cruz a 3-run homer in the first. Healy 2 batters later hit 1 out.
And Ryan now with 14 home runs on the year.
Up the middle and played right there in the shift. Easy double play. 4-6-3. Mariners retired in the 6th, but they enjoy a 4-run lead. When it comes to planning for your future, start with simple steps today at countryfinancial.com. And by Steel. To find your local Steel dealer, visit steeldealers.com. Fun night here in Boston, great weather night. And the Mariners on the good end of this score, 10-6, banging out 14 hits to this point, 6 runs and 11 hits for the Red Sox. Here's Blake Swihart, DH, going to lead off. 9-1-2 here. He's 0 for 2 this evening against James Pazos, who came on at the final out of the 5th inning. Wade LeBlanc went 4 2/3 of 11 hits, 6 runs all earned. Pazos 2-0. Straight up in the infield and in the outfield. Ground ball foul. Good play by Carlos Vedlich.
James staying with the fastball. Last fastball at 92. Stopped out at 95.
Two-one pitch. Just one walk tonight. LeBlanc walked Mookie Betts back in the 2nd, who did not score. Stephen Wright, knuckleball starter for Boston, walked 2 and both scored. Gordon in the 2nd, Haniger in the 4th. Three-two pitch. Radio's got plenty of room. We can ask the booth questions via Twitter, and Becky wants to know, what is WHIP? Well, it's walks and hits per innings pitched. There you have it. Ryan Roland Smith joins us right now. When did you start paying attention to that stat, Ryan?
I think really, Ryan, it was when your agent told you to pay attention to it. Right. Yeah. What was your thought on Wade LeBlanc tonight?
Real quick, Ryan, you had 2 relief appearances here at Fenway Park. How much of a nightmare is this for a pitcher? Yes, indeed. Well, Ryan, thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate the insights. Ryan's going to join Angie Mentake on Mariners postgame presented by Alaska Airlines at the conclusion of this game. Just activated today, Nick Vincent's going to come right into this ballgame. 2 outs and a man on here in the 6th. Come back. He's coming in because Pazos just didn't have it here tonight.
And they just picked up Nicasio again, too, so the bullpen, as you mentioned, intact. It's good to see. And for Nick, he's so valuable to this club. He's kind of that guy that can bridge the 5th, 6th inning to get to the back end of your bullpen. So not surprised to see him in the ballgame so far.
And he was pretty excited. I saw him. He says, if I wasn't here to play, I wouldn't be here. I saw him. Hey, are you activated? Yeah, I wouldn't. Ready to go.
25 appearances, ERA at 4. Opponent's hitting .256, 23 strikeouts in the 22 innings he has worked.
Good to have Nick Vincent back. Scott Service has relied on him a lot.
His average fastball at 90, cutter at 87, and a slider.
Haven't seen him since May 26th against Minnesota. Got to hold his 10th. RBI leader in the American League. JD Martinez 0 for 3 career against Nick. And again, you have a very fresh Edwin Diaz. Hasn't pitched in 6 days. Last time it was against his Red Sox. Look out. Diaz saving the 1-0 victory last Saturday against the Sox in Seattle. 1-2 pitch. Hit straightaway center and very deep, and it's gone. JD Martinez, 2-run homer. 10-8 ball game.
I think that was on a cut fastball up out over the plate. J.D. Martinez, as much power as anybody. Dead center, going the other way. Location, they want it elevated. It was that. Still able to get to it.
We're saying 10's probably not going to be enough. Keep going. Here's the ball well stroked into the gap. Haniger, valiant effort, can't get it. Bobbing around out there by Heredia. Moreland digging for three, and he's going to get there with a dive. Mitch Moreland with his third hit tonight. It's his third triple of the season. The tying run's going to come to the plate.
And he squares it up. Another cutter trying to get it on his hands, end up in the middle of the plate. Great effort by Haniger trying to make a catch.
Xander Bogaerts, dangerous hitter, 3 home runs last weekend in Seattle. 0 for 3 tonight.
Back in the third inning, Dave, you were talking about how quickly things can change in this ballpark.
Yes, indeed. That they have. No lead is comfortable in this ballpark. The 0-1. 0-2 now to Bogaerts. That triple Red Sox have hit for the team cycle. Not bad.
All cutters so far. Haven't seen a slider. He really wants to keep the ball away from him.
Next, ahead 0-2. Head of Bogaerts. Pitch. Bouncing ball. Well, mine. Got to get it there. No. 10-9 ball game. Infield hit. RBI.
Third run scored for Moreland. Mel Stottlemyre on his way out to the mound. Bogaerts, a good athlete, runs well. It's a 2-hopper that Romine is going to catch out towards left field. It was going to be a base hit once it was past Kyle. Andrew doing everything he can.
All this damage coming after 2 outs. Walk, 2-run homer, triple, infield RBI single. Juan Nicasio starting to heat up. Holt. Strike one. Red Sox had a big inning last Friday in Seattle. They went 6 runs on 2 hits, 6 runs, 2 earned, 6 hits, and left 2. Runner goes, and he'll throw up high, not in time. Stolen base, Bogaerts. Bogaerts doesn't run a lot. He's 2 for 2 now.
He may be hurt. Not happy with the slide. There's the guard. Oh, there it is, right there.
Left hand still gets stuck up. Yeah, it did. Here it is. It's throwing him up a lot too.
Pad just stuck in the ground.
Yeah, didn't go with him. 10-9 ball game, tying run at second, 2 outs. Brock Holt already 2 hits, 2 for 3. 1-2 the count. Another big pitch, 1-2.
Staying with the cutter in on his hands.
He did a heck of a job to get a piece of it. Red Sox 6 for 12 tonight, runners in scoring position. His 14th pitch for Nick Vincent. Critical to keep the Mariners in front. 1-2. Now back.
Mariners playing him straight up in the outfield and on the infield.
Game 3 spot here in the 6th to close the gap. 0-2 strikes. Fly ball left field. Got fouled. Barely. 3 consecutive hits after 2 outs and a walk. Family celebration with that ball coming out there. 2 outs, runner at second. Bogart's good speed. Nick Vincent trying to put away Brock Holt. 2 for 3 night for him. Pitch outside.
One of the few away from him. Another long at bat from the Red Sox.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Vincent deals. Down the line towards the pesky pole. Sample both poles here. Battle with Nick Vincent. Ninth pitch coming up. Back and forth we go. Vincent against Holt. 2-2 pitch. Up the middle, here's Romine. Strategically placed, throws him out. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors and a man left. It's got a little tight here. It's 10-9 Mariners. Hall of Fame. Get him in there. He deserves it. More than deserves it.
You bet.
Hey, looking for more family fun at the ballpark? Make sure you visit the Seattle Children's Playfield on the main concourse in center field. While you are there, stop by the Moose Stand and have your photo taken with the best mascot in baseball. Well, what we have on our hands here, Michael, is a Pier 6 brawl at Donnybrook, a rock'em sock'em robot affair, a slugfest.
We've seen that here before, haven't we? Have to add on something we talk about often, especially in this ballpark. Matt Barnes will take over 31 appearances, a 2.84 ERA. Opponents hitting 170. Fastball at 96 miles an hour and a curve.
There's Mike Zunino. 0 for 3 tonight. Like 1 for 12 on this road trip. That Barnes hard thrower saw him last week. Mike Zunino, Heredia, and Romine here in the 7th. Oh, 2 strikes. Saw Matt Barnes Sunday. A scoreless inning with a strikeout. 7th inning in the 9-3 Boston win. All 2 strikes.
Hitters count for Mike. He will get a fastball to get him in the strike zone.
Mike's gone. 1 away. Here in the 7th, distraction occurs at any time. Take your eyes off the road. If you're on the road, off the phone. Let's reach for our target 0 goal together. 0 traffic deaths in your family, 0 traffic deaths in our state. Away in the 7th, here's Guillermo Heredia. 0 for 3. Again, the hope is to have Gene Segura back in the lineup tomorrow with, I believe, that infection on his forearm. He healed up enough for him to go. Look out. That's a big piece taken out of the Mariners offense. Number 3 hitter in the league. Leads the league in multi-hit games. 2nd in hits entering today.
That being said, Romine waiting on deck has 3 hits.
Fine night for him. Good heater. 13-3 hit night for Andrew Romine. 2-1 to Heredia.
Ocasio still getting loose in the pen. Pitch to the bottom of the 7th.
One back stint on the DL with some knee issues. Red Sox and Mariners split 4 games last week. Diaz saved both wins, and a strike 3 call, delayed call by Mike Escobar.
2nd strikeout for Barnes. Fastball. Probably off the plate.
2 out, choose Romine. 3 for 3, 2 runs scored. Single to left, single to center, single to right. Strike 1. Foul back. This kid's really bringing it. 97. Good luck from the Mariners dugout. Foul off.
That's the first breaking ball we've seen from him. Everything's 97. Typically at the top of the strike zone.
Oh, 2 pitch. Struck him out. Here's Vasquez. Completes the play. And Barnes has a fine inning, striking out the side. Home 7th. Mariners by a run. Great night for baseball. What a game we have here at Fenway Park. A 10-9 affair as we go bottom 7. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew. And the Red Sox will have the bottom 3rd of the order coming up against the Mariners' newest pitcher, Juan Nicasio. He's the 3rd man out of the pen this evening.
For Juan, his fastball 92 to 95 miles an hour. Mix in a slider. Dave mentioned came off the disabled list while we were in New York. Pitched an inning there. 31 appearances on the year, 38 strikeouts, just a couple of walks. Opponents hitting .288 against him.
And the rocky beginning of May, a strong second half of May, and then went on the DL.
Was inning in New York. Hit a couple of batters, but was able to get out of the inning.
Yeah, that was scary. He hit Stanton, he hit Sanchez, but got a strikeout and a flyout. Ended the threat. Here's Devers, knocked in 2 with an infield ground out and an RBI single. Mariners pitchers the last 2 innings, the 5th and 6th, threw 59 pitches. Oh, that's tremendous. Good pictures. Past Healy, base hit. Tying runs aboard.
On a fastball. Mike set up in the middle of the plate, and that's where it ended up.
Nicasio now will face Christian Vasquez, the catcher. RBI double back in the first. Base hit to left in the third and a fly out to right in the fifth. That was a big out by James Pazos. Red Sox stranded 2 runners that inning, scoring 1 run.
They have the third base coach go through the signs again. Kyle even with the bag at third. They don't bunt a lot. 13th in the American League sacrifice bunts.
Tom Goodwin, the first base coach for the Red Sox. It's hard throwing Joe Kelly. One time starter with the Cardinals, and he's come over here and made a name for himself out of the pen for Boston. Takes a strike. Vasquez with 1 sacrifice. 1 of 2 on the season for the Red Sox. A 1 here. Well placed hitter.
And he has a good fastball tonight. 95 on that last fastball.
Vasquez gets time. Don't forget the next homestand. We'll have Kansas City for 3, the Angels for 3, and the Rockies for 3. That'll get us into the month of July. Then a first trip to Anaheim, trip to Colorado, then the All-Star break. So things are moving along here. 0-2 to Vasquez. Runner goes. Pitch swung on it. Foul back.
He had a good jump. That helped the Mariners out.
If you're just tuning in, man, if you miss them, offensive fireworks. 4 runs, top of the first for the Mariners. 5 bottom of the first. Mariners come back with 2 in the second, 4 in the fourth. Red Sox answer with a run in the fifth, 3 in the sixth for a 10-9 ball game. Nobody out. Devers a runner at first, and an 0-2 pitch coming. Devers holds and throw down to first. That was taken for a ball.
Mike trying to keep him close.
The 1-2 pitch. Devers hold again, and strike 3 call. Vasquez gone, 1 out. Make sure you get your home field advantage on Silver Bullet Saturdays. Download the Coors Light Rewards app. Start earning points towards rewards like Mariners tickets and Coors Light gear while supplies last. Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Big strikeout. Swihart, a switch hitter, 0 for 3. First pitch to Swihart. Seconds between pitches here. Nicasio on his own clock delivers the strike. Runner goes, and the ball's flipped into left field. Span will get it on a hop. Devers slams on the brakes. Got about a third of the way. The third baseman saw that Span was up and ready to fire. But the bad news, the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard.
Line drive. I think he thought it was going to skip by him. Quite halfway, but he really thought about it. Good play by Span. Mariners outfield has played well in this game.
It's a quality pitch, and
tough
right
hitter.
now, you bet, Betts, longtime top hitter in the American League, #2 entering today. He's 1 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Devers the tying run at second. One out. First pitch strike. Need a big double play ball. 0-1 pitch. 1-1.
Nobody getting loose.
It's all you, big boy.
That's it.
One out, 2 on, and a 1-run Mariner lead. Pitch outside. Back-to-back games for Boston with 16 hits. 2-1. Boy, oh boy, he was digging himself a hole. Three and 1 with another fine hitter in Andrew Benintendi on deck. Benintendi's 1 for 3, scored 2 times.
Defense is straight up.
Red Sox fans coming to their feet. Double play will get them to sit down. Mariners could use it. 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. The bases are loaded for Andrew Benintendi. Stoudemire going to pay a visit.
Yes. He's just using his fastball at 95, but just doesn't have command of it.
Base hit to right, strikeout looking, base hit on a hit and run and a walk. Now they're loaded. Second time Mookie's walked tonight.
Good left-handed hitter on deck.
Before Benintendi, Betts, and Martinez all over the offensive board. Benintendi Top 10 in runs, RBIs, multi-hit games. Slugging percentage, he's ninth. He's ninth in on-base percentage. Tenth in extra base hits. So this is a tough hombre right here. Nowhere to put him. Devers at third. Swihart at second. Mookie Betts at first. Nicasio deals. Ball one.
Defense plays him straight up. Kyle even with the bag at third.
Pitch. Foul back. Here are your runners. Rafael Devers at third base. Blake Swihart at second. Mookie Betts at first.
Good speed.
Gordon and Romine up the middle, poised for two. Pitch from Nicasio. In there for a strike, 1-2. Red Sox not much of a home run hitting team last year. Finished last, I believe, or next to last. They had no grand slams this year. As we play here on June 22nd, they already have 6 salamis. Nicasio trying to prevent some big damage here in the 7th inning. 1 out, bases loaded.
The count in his favor. Let's make a quality pitch.
One-two pitch to Benintendi with the bases loaded. Little bloop shot. Tie ball game. And running through the stop sign was Swihart. Throw it down to third. Oh, he got back in there safely.
Kyle thought he had him.
Benintendi with a blooper ties it at 10-10.
Well, Swihart, they were holding him up the entire way.
Third base umpires Chad Fairchild.
Kyle thought he had him. Nope.
And now we bring up a cruncher here in J.D. Martinez, straightaway center field, 2-run homer last time up. He's got 3 hits, 3 for 4, driven in 3. He's the leading RBI man in the league. 1 out, bases loaded, tie ball game. Ball one.
Went off speed, 89 miles an hour.
Martinez 4 for 11 against Nicasio. Neck deep in hot water here with 1 out, bases juiced. Two and 0. An unsavory position to be in.
Have to throw him a strike. Martinez aware of it.
A 10-10 ball game here in the 7th. Nicasio with the 2-0 to Martinez. Out up this way. And he got his money's worth on this home run on a 1-1 pitch in the 6th.
That was a fastball at the top of the strike zone. He drives it out to center field.
Martinez 3 for 6 with the bases loaded. Got one slam. Heading to count 2-1. Off the fist, fouled back 2-2. Martinez, 6-man to the plate. Nick Rumbelow starting to heat up. Casio in big trouble. 10 runs, 17 hits for Boston. 10 runs, 14 hits for Seattle. Bases loaded, 1 out. Here we go, 2 balls, 2 strikes to the RBI leader in the American League. Nicasio deals up the middle, base hit, Red Sox lead. Swihart scores, and flying behind him is Betts. 2-run single, J.D. Martinez. He's driven in 5, and Boston has the lead. That's why they pay him the big bucks.
Set up away, fastball is away. Looks like it's right on the corner. Just drives it right back up the middle. That's with good speed at second base. No chance to throw him out.
He's got service coming out to get him. So what was once a 6-5 and a 10-5 lead has gone by the wayside. It's 12-10 Boston. Jack in the Box. Try the $4.99 Jack's Spicy Chicken Club Combo with toasted sourdough. New from Jack in the Box. By Money Tree, proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. By CenturyLink, connecting you to the power of the digital world. And by BNSF, sponsor of the BNSF Blast. What a situation here. A 10-5 lead is gone. It's now 12-10 Boston. Nick Rumbelow being asked to put out the fire here with 1 out and runners at the corners.
3 appearances, a 2.45 ERA. Just 3 2/3, 4 strikeouts. Hasn't walked anybody. Fastball at 93.
He's got Mitch Moreland, who's tripled, singled, and singled. Also popped out. Red Sox have scored 7 runs to none against these Mariners over the last 3 innings. Still only 1 out. Used the double play. Moreland tripled deep to right center field last time up.
Good fastball in the outside corner. He started him with a curveball. Pastime with 18 hits.
Marlins been very comfortable in the cleanup spot this season, hitting at a .355 clip.
The Mariners have 14 hits.
Generally, that's more than enough to get it done. But we are in Boston. Three-hit night for Moreland, 3 for 4. 3 runs scored and an RBI. Counts at 1-2. Martinez, runner at first. Pitch. Strike 3 called. Got him. He did that.
Big strikeout. Moreland didn't like it, but a perfect pitch.
Rumlow gets out number 2 here in the 7th. 8th man coming to the plate. MLB At Bat is your #1 Mariners app. You can customize your experience to catch every moment of the season. Get the Mariners home screen icons and features such as the MLB TV Game of the Day, pitch tracking, in-game highlights, live radio broadcasts, stats, news, and more. Download MLB At Bat today. Another tough hitter. This is Eduardo Nunez as Bogart's out with a left index finger sprain. And he comes out hacking.
Just like everybody else tonight.
Yeah, why should it be any different, right? Nunez, 247 hitter. Swing and a miss. Eduardo Nunez. Saw him in action last week. Went 0 for 3 in the Friday game. And 0 for 4 last Thursday. Runner goes, pitch swung on and popped up. Zunino taking a look. Nothing doing.
Ended up chasing a high fastball. I'm going to climb the ladder. Go a little higher, see if he'll chase it.
Benintendi, the runner at third. Rumlow checking Martinez at first. 0-2 pitch and a throw over. Rumlow 0-2, runner goes, and off the glove of Zunino. Here comes the runner at third. He's going to walk home, scoring standing up. 13-10 Boston.
Ball off the plate. Right off the glove, yeah. Maybe Mike was trying to cheat a little bit, start early to make the throw, but that wasn't the case. Just went off the webbing of his glove.
Wild pitch. $13-10. 1-2 pitch. That bounces into dirt, gets away. Martinez to third, a wild pitch.
Well out in front of home plate. Like a curveball.
2-2 they count to Nunez, now with a runner at third.
Just spikes it.
Boy, oh boy. Talk about going south. This was a big lead. 4-0 out of the gate. Rallied to make it a 10-5 game. They're giving it up. Here is a base hit, another run. Nunez on a 2-2 pitch, singles to center. Picks up an RBI. That's his 17th.
The wild pitches cost him.
Big time. Those are numbers of a low-scoring football game, 14-10.
Just right back up the middle. Like a slider, outer half of the plate.
Ninth man to the plate, Brock Holt. Holt with an RBI double in the first inning, strikeout in the third, single to right in the fifth, grounded out to short in the sixth. Pulls foul.
Second time in the game they've sent 9 batters to the plate in an inning.
That was right out of the gate. First inning, 5 runs on 6 hits. RBIs by Martinez, Moreland, Holt, Devers, and Vasquez, like a mail call. Below 1-1 here to Holt. That is a foul ball, thank goodness. Alonso Marquez, an emphatic call down at first. Run below 2 out, runner at first, and a 1-2 count here to Brock Holt. Swing and a miss. He got him. Damaged plenty of it. 5 runs, 5 hits, 2 wild pitches. A runner left. 9 men to the plate. 14-10 Boston. Hey fans, our annual Ultimate Fan Contest is officially returned. Root Sports will be looking for the Ultimate Fan in the state of Montana throughout the month of June. Send us a photo and story on our website at rootsports.com/ultimate-fan, and you can win a VIP trip for 2 to Seattle in September, personalized jersey, and more. Official rules, visit rootsports.com. When we got to 10 runs, you didn't need to be an oracle, a soothsayer, or anything like that. You know that the deal is get more runs,
yeah,
and that's what they have to do.
You and I have talked about that over the years. You just have to continue to add on, and haven't been able to do that. Haven't scored since the 4th.
And Matt Barnes struck out the side the last inning. Here's another heat thrower, Joe Kelly. We saw him in Seattle last week. Good news, Mariners a pretty good fastball hitting team.
They're back at the top of their order. Gordon leading things off.
Kelly pitched scoreless inning, giving up a hit and a strikeout in the 2-1 Boston win in the series opener last Thursday.
His average fastball this year, 98 miles an hour. Slider curve to go with it.
D. Gordon, Henniger, and Span here, top 8.
Missing with 99.
D with a base hit, run scored in the first. Walk and run scored in the second. Since then, a fly to left and an infield hit, his 23rd of the season, which leads the major leagues. 1-2 pitch here. Victory called. That's 4 consecutive strikeouts of Mariner hitters.
Joe Kelly, 32 appearances, 3-0 record, a 3.19 ERA, 32 strikeouts in 31 innings. Opponents hitting just 159.
Here's Mitch Haniger. Infield hit, got a base hit and an RBI. Back in the second. Strike one.
Starts him with a slider.
What a 1 on the count. Slider, all in 2 strikes.
Behind 1 and 2, and you haven't seen the good fastball yet. That's tough.
One out, nobody on, top 8. Red Sox with 9 runs over the last 3 innings. Mariners haven't scored since a 4-run 4th. Two and 2. Eduardo Nunez. He's at second base now, and Brock Holt at shortstop for the Red Sox. Two and 2 to Mitch. One
on the corner.
We've seen more than our fair share of triple digits the last
on this road trip.
3 games.
Yeah.
Man. The guy that we have throws 100, can't get to him. been 6 days since Diaz has been in a contest. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mike Estabrook disagreed with thousands of other observers.
And he had it right.
Three-two pitch. Walking. 1 out base runner, 8th inning. Brings up Denard Span. Span's knocked in a run with a double. He's got 2 hits. He's 2 for 4. Doubled off the scoreboard in left center. There's your story right there, your game reset. One out, 1 on. Ball 1 to Span. Span 0 for 3 career against Kelly. Right to the back for Moreland to tag it. Second applied. There's your double play. Mariners are done in the 8th. 14-10. Nelly will have to wait. The Mariners Team Store Fan Dream Stakes contest is going on now. You stop by any of the 5 Mariner Team stores to sign up. You're automatically entered to win one of 10 great prizes, including authentic Mariners apparel, a photo with a player, or even a chance to throw out the first pitch. So stop by Mariners Team Store to enter. Bottom 8 Ritual here at Fenway Park, singing along with the recording of Neil Diamond Sweet Caroline. 14-10 is Ryan Solis. Second time he's a Mariner. He was also with the Red Sox.
He's thrown the ball well so far with the Mariners. 4 appearances, a 2-0 record, a 1.74 ERA. 10 in the third, 8 strikeouts. Opponent's hitting .235. Fastball at 94 miles an hour. Curve changeup.
Elias came to the bigs with the Mariners, traded to the Red Sox, and then sent back here. He's got Rafael Devers, knocked in 2 runs. Big night for him, scoring a run. 2 for 4. First pitch swinging, drives it. Left center field deep. Gonna bang it off the monster. Heredia gets it back in. Offline. Leadoff double Devers. Third hit for him. It's his 16th double.
Another base hit on the first pitch.
Fox will have the game tomorrow. Mike Leake, Eduardo Rodriguez. I'll be over on the radio side with Rick Riz tomorrow. Aaron Goldsmith has that game on Fox. And then Sunday, Marco Gonzalez, Chris Sale, a couple of left-handers. Getting after, look at Sale, 140 strikeouts and 27 walks. Wow. Here's the catcher, Christian Vasquez. 2 for 4 this evening. Another sellout here at Fenway, 37,342. Ten runs and 7 driven in by Nelson Cruz. 3-run homer in the first, RBI single in the second, 3-run homer in the fourth. And he added a base hit in the sixth, though he's having a great night. He's 4 for 4. But one man can't carry the load. Look out.
Nelson will lead off the 9th inning.
That young man got the ball. Craig Kimbrell. The primo closers in the game. Two and one.
Elias with a good fastball tonight. 95 from him.
Two-one pitch from Elias. Way outside, 3-1. Night for Vasquez. RBI double, a single. Since then a fly out and a strikeout looking. They used to love to put him away here. Broken bat, ground ball, backhand. You got the play right in front of them. They'll get the runner. Devers is a dead duck at third, 1 down.
Good play by Roma. Devers makes a mistake and a good play. Hurt himself on the slide.
Vasquez reaches on a fielder's choice. Nice play by Romine, who's a 3-hit night. Scored 2 runs. Here's Swihart. Base hit to left and a run scored his last time up. Mariners in the top of the 9th. Cruz, Seager, and Healy, the middle of the order. Down the line. Foul. Kimbrell will be coming in to pitch tonight, just taking his time right now.
He's ready.
Yep. Two pitch. Way out front.
Good curveball.
Mariners going to need big comeback here in the ninth. If they don't get it done, they'll have to chin up and get after it again tomorrow.
Cruz, Seager, Healy in the ninth.
0-2 pitch again. Inside. Wide. Cardinal rookie Jack Flaherty, a right-hander, has got a no-no working. Just outside again, 3-2.
Just ahead 0-2.
St. Louis leading at Milwaukee 1-0 in the seventh. Flaherty 6 innings, no hit ball, 2 walks and 11 strikeouts. Three and two.
Changeup for a strike. Right off the end of the bat. 85 miles an hour.
Tampa Bay beat the Yankees 2-1. Oakland trailing at the White Sox 6-4. Houston and Kansas City, no score through 7. 3-2 pitch. Texas leads Minnesota 4-1. Angels 2-0 at home against Toronto in the second.
This will be the 10th pitch in this at bat.
Span reading that swing, took a few steps back. Recovers easily. We have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. If you want to win tickets to James Paxton bobblehead night, here's all you have to do. Text Paxton to 71532. 71532, and you can win 2 tickets in the commissioner's box, plus your very own James Paxton bobblehead. And that's going to be a great bobblehead with the eagle on the shoulder. Well, it was a gleeful start to this night for Mariner fans here in Boston. 2 outs here, bottom 8. Mookie Betts the hitter. Whoa! Another wild pitch.
Yeah, we've seen that a few times
That's
tonight.
the 3rd one tonight.
Betts has gone to home plate 6 times tonight.
Scored 2 times, got a run. Got a base hit, rather, walked twice. Mariner pitching. Walked 3, 2 have scored. Wild pitched in a run. Giving up 20 hits. Ball 2, 2-1. Easy play for Heredia. That'll do it. Last ups for the Mariners. A 7 RBI night for Nelson Cruz. See if he can tie the club record of 8. Mike Flowers, Cameron, and Alvin Davis. Cruz trying to tie a Mariner record with 8 RBIs in a ball game. Is going to lead things off. And here's a look at most games with 7+ RBIs.
What a list.
Man, 9 times. Ted Williams, Nelson Cruz, Joe D, Jimmy Fox, and Alex Rodriguez. Eight RBIs in one game. Alvin did it in '86, Mike in '95, and Mike in '01. 15 Mariner players with 7+ RBIs in the game. Most recent, Mike Zunino. Most RBI by Vic. Wow, visitor. Reggie Jackson at Lou Gehrig.
He will have to catch up to a pretty good fastball. Fred Kimbrough on the mound. His average fastball 97 with a curveball.
Only a career 0 for 4 against Kimbrough. Cruz, Seager, and Healy. He used a lot of breaking balls last week.
Started him with a curve right there at 86.
Kimbrough last Friday in the 2-1 Boston win, Thursday rather, in the opener. Walk, strikeout looking and a double play to end the game. This is playable. Moreland. Still, I think 1 out.
Kimbrough, 31 appearances, 22 saves, 2.4 ERA, 43 strikeouts in 30 innings. Only hitting just 155 against him.
He's tied with Aroldis Chapman, 22 saves. Tied for second, the leader, Edwin Diaz, 27. Leads the major leagues. There's Kyle Seager. 0 for 6 against Kimbrough. Mike Leake against Eduardo Rodriguez in tomorrow's game. 4:15 start on Fox. Oh, 2 to Kyle. That is the most unique pre-pitch stance maybe in baseball history.
I can't remember anybody else.
Ooh. Oh, 2 to Seager. Shift on against him and in tight off the plate. 1-2. To Kyle. Swing and a miss. 2 down. Don't forget to stick around after the game for Mariners postgame presented by Alaska Airlines.
Down to Ryan Healy.
Healy 0 for 2 against Kimbrough.
Ryan with a home run all the way back in the first inning. His 14th home run on the year.
2 out, nobody on. That Intende, the center fielder, shooting towards right center. Field straight up for Healy. Strike 1. He didn't like that call. He's not like much of Mike Esterbrook's work at all tonight.
Tried it again.
Don't blame him. Who's going to get that chair?
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
There's down to the final strike. Here we go, ball and 2 strikes. Oh, struck center field. Benintendi's there. That's your ball game. A 14-10 come from behind win by the Boston Red Sox, and the Mariners have dropped their 5th consecutive ball game, the longest losing streak this season.
Tough road trip so far. We're going to have to get things turned around tomorrow. Mike Leake on the mound for the Mariners.
We'll catch you on the radio side tomorrow. Fox has the game. Catch you on Fox with Aaron Goldsmith tomorrow. For Mike Blowers, I'm Dave Sims. Thanks for joining us, everybody.